Joining us now is Republican Colorado Senator who is also up for re-election this fall, Cory Gardner. Senator Gardner, thank you so much for being here on this Saturday.
Good morning, Alicia. Thanks for having me.
Sure thing. Let's just continue on this Atlantic article, because I do want to get your response to not only the article, but the reporting revolving around it and the president's response. What's your take?
Well, look, I'm not going to comment on anonymous sources, the veracity of those sources. What I've been able to do over the last 6 years is work with President Obama, President Trump, to make sure that we're defending our men and women in uniform. I'm in Colorado Springs this morning. This is the new home to U.S. Space Command. We've expanded our space operations at Schriever Air Force Base. We've put more dollars into the Veterans Administration so that we don't see the kinds of delays and mistreatment of our veterans as we have in years past. But I'm not going to play to anonymous sources about what may or may not have been said when people like John Bolton didn't even think that he heard anything like that.
Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about the Senate race, because that's what a lot of folks are talking about. You were once called by Democrats the most vulnerable of the GOP running for re-election, and that this was your opponent, former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper's race to lose. Things have changed since then, and now you are in a tight race here. But before I get your response, I want to play an ad that Hickenlooper's team has put up. Take a listen.
Right.
No more help for struggling ranchers and small businesses. No, Cory Gardner is on vacation, still silent about Donald Trump's failures on COVID.
Senator, your response?
Well, look, John Hickenlooper wouldn't even show up to his own corruption trial for violating state's ethics laws. He was held in contempt, the first Coloradan in the history of our country to be in our state to be held in violation of our state's constitution. So if he wants to talk about not being there, he should answer the people of Colorado why he didn't even show up to his own ethics trial.
And we should mention that we have invited the former governor, John Hickenlooper, onto this show. He has not responded or has said no at this time. So we do await that so we can give him a chance to reply to all of that. But I also want to talk to you about your ties to the president. And first, we'll put up some polling here. As you know, back in 2016, Hillary Clinton beat President Trump here in the state of Colorado. So you see those numbers there. She beat him by 5 points here in Colorado. And right now, we'll take a look at the national numbers with the president and Joe Biden, and you can see that he again is leading on a national scale. How concerned are you about trying to split the ticket here in Colorado if it continues on the same track that it had in 2016?
Well, if you look at the last 3 presidential elections, Republicans have actually done better in every single presidential election. Beginning in 2008, we did better in 2012, we did better in 2016. And so I actually think Republicans are doing better and better in Colorado for the election of a Republican president. We're going to talk all 4 corners of our state about the accomplishments that I have over the last 6 years. I'm the 3rd most bipartisan member of the United States Senate. I've passed more laws into effect than the entire Colorado congressional delegation combined. We've moved the Bureau of Land Management headquarters to Grand Junction, something that John Hickenlooper wants to move back to Washington, D.C., along with Joe Biden, if Joe Biden were to get elected. We've opened up U.S. Space Command in Colorado Springs. We started construction of a pipeline that John F. Kennedy authorized in 1963, but never got built until we got the money for it a couple of months ago to begin construction. And so I'm excited about the work we've done. Look, John Hickenlooper is going to hide in his basement. Maybe he's rooming somewhere with Joe Biden. But the fact is, we have results to talk about. We have accomplishments to talk about. And I think the people of Colorado know the brighter future that we have working with values that we've been able to show of optimism, of cutting taxes, a regulatory environment that increases investment, and getting government out of the way to let Colorado work.
This has been a very expensive race. Both you and your opponent are some of the best known and most recognized politicians this state has seen in quite some time. It's going to be quite the race. Thank you so much for joining us, Senator Gardner. We appreciate it.
Lisa, thanks for having me. Thank you.